Hey, Martha. How are you? How you doing? Yes, I'm starting early with the Christmas music. Hmm. How you doing tonight? You are the first person in. Hmm. I'm just looking. No, that's pentatonics. They are oh, I love them. They sing a cappella. Everything they sing is them making the music and singing the words. That they're called pentatonics. They might have been filming in Israel, but no, they're not from Israel. They're all American. Hi, Janice. How are you? Yeah, I know about that arthritis, Martin, especially when it starts getting cold. Why I look crooked. But it's been warm for the last 2 days here. Oh, you remember them from the TV contest? Yeah. I love their music. I love their older ones. I think two of the guys have left because they had so much touring and they were never home. One of them was married, and they replaced, I want to say, two people. I mean, they still sound good, but I like the original group. So I listen to their Christmas music, but I listen to their other songs too because they do a lot of covers. But they're all individually very talented. But yeah, but we've had 70 something degree weather here since what, Friday? But tomorrow, I think starting tomorrow, definitely Tuesday, going into Thanksgiving, 52 degrees, 47 degrees. That's what I hate about South Carolina. We won't just get cold and stay cold. We're going to be cold, then we're going to be hot, then we're going to be cold, then we're going to be hot. Oh, you got to work for a Black Friday? Or now, I don't even know why they call it Black Friday because they got early Black Friday and then they got where the stores are open on Thanksgiving. So yeah, I used to work on Thanksgiving when I worked grocery retail. I would work half a day and then come home and finish my cooking and then have Thanksgiving dinner and stuff. But y'all don't have snow, do you, Martina? Did you get snow? What was it, about a week ago? I know my sister in Michigan, they had snow. Did you get snow? It got cold here, but we got no snow. I kind of wish we would get some snow. I know for the people who get snow all the time, y'all don't wish that, but for those of us who don't get snow, it would be nice to get some snow. Definitely around Christmas. That would be really nice. So, what have you guys been up to since I've been gone for about 2 weeks? Oh my gosh. Um, I pick up my grandson during the week from daycare, and he's 4. So when I go to pick him up, everybody got runny noses, and little kids, he got to hug everybody before he leave and tell them goodbye, and everybody got snotty noses and they're rubbing their nose. So yeah, it's just going into a field of germs. And with me working at home, I'm not exposed like I used to be to germs all day. So yeah, he didn't get sick. I think he still got a little bit of a runny nose, but I got sick. So yeah, yeah. So hopefully that will be it for the winter. I think I'm gonna get a flu shot this year. They done sent me the thing about come get a flu shot because I'm in the elderly group now. Yeah, field of germs. Yes, little people. But I'm in that group that they suggest come get your flu shot. So usually it gives me the flu. That's why I don't like getting it. It usually gives me the flu. But seeing that I don't be around people a lot, I might need to just get it just to protect myself for when I go out in public. Not that I do that a whole lot either. I normally don't get it. Um, but okay, I don't know what's going on with the nails other than I need to get a pedicure. I normally don't get it, but I was trying to debate. I got a doctor's appointment week after Thanksgiving, so I know when I go in there, they're gonna be like, "Do you want a flu shot?" So I'll probably just go ahead and get it since I'm gonna be there. So what's new, good people? Let me see. What's the last thing we talked about in the world? So much happens in a week or two with our president. He did call for the heads of some representatives of the United States who were prior military, some veterans. Yeah, he's called for them to be hanged. I don't know in history, well, I'm sure in history, there have been leaders who call for the heads of somebody. But usually it's their enemies, right? And maybe somebody that's under them that has committed a real crime, but to do a video letting other military members know that they don't have to take an unlawful order, they don't have to follow that out. I didn't think that it was enough to call for someone to be hanged. Yeah, yeah. But we know what that is. Him trying to distract from those Epstein files. And I tell you what, there are some interesting little tidbits coming up out of those files, those emails. Those emails are quite interesting. I said I was going to go out there myself and read through some of them. A lot of pages, a lot of pages. But, if you're bored, they do have them posted and you can go read them. But there's been some interesting things that come up out of there, especially about Sir and the young girl. Yes, the sun, the sun is going to come out tomorrow. Hey, Peaches. Yes, I don't think he's going to get away with this. He thinks he is, but every dog has his day. And I love the old saying, what happens in the dark comes to the light. We can get away with things for years and years and years. I mean, look at this. This is stuff that maybe he did 20 something odd years ago. and now he's having to pay the piper. It goes along with the Bible verse, seed time and harvest. You plant your seeds, it's going to be some time, and then you get your harvest. The thing is, we never know how much time is going to be between just planting the seeds and the harvest coming up. It could be a day, it could be an hour, it could be 10 years, it could be 20 something years. But that harvest is going to come up. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You know what? Putin won't even have to put his videos out because um, there's going to be proof of what he did to that young lady that they tried to shut up and close her mouth and not pursue the fact that she had been raped by him. Yeah, and she was underage. Yeah. You know, and they keep saying, well, Virginia Giuffre, the one that wrote the book, I got the book, I've been reading it. Horrible, just horrible. Didn't mention him in the book. Well, okay. After all the things they had done to her, all the ways they didn't want to, pay her, and she was the only one, mind you, out there trying to get these people to have to pay for what they did. And then she was living with a man who was beating her for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She had an abusive husband. So, with all the mental anguish that this young woman had going on, I wouldn't have put his name in the book either because she had no idea that she was going to leave here. So at the time of writing the book, she thought she would be here to promote the book. I wouldn't have put his name in there either because who knows what would have happened to her had she put his name in there. And I'm sure that's why she didn't. Because there's no way she didn't see him at all the years that she was there with these people. But I've seen some videos today talking something about a pardon for Miss Ma'am that's in the prison. I wonder what that warden is getting paid to do what she's doing. It's a black female too that's over that prison that is it Giselle is in. I wonder what she's getting paid or what she thinks she's going to get at the end of the rainbow for doing this favor for our president. Because if she know like everybody else know, usually you get too close to him, you get burnt. So I'm wondering if after he's no longer up there behind that Oval desk, in that Oval Office behind the Resolute desk, will she still have a job? You never know. All these other people think they're going to get away with all the stuff they're doing. Buddy, when they start having to go up in front of a judge about the things they've done, it ain't going to be pretty. Oh, yeah, I know he didn't. Why would he? All the years he's gotten away with it, the first time they brought him up on charges, he got that sweetheart deal where he just came to spend the night at the jail, left during the day, and come to find out he was still doing the same shit that he was in jail for. He was still doing it while he was supposed to be doing his jail time. So why would he think, with him knowing the president and being that was his buddy at one time, and he had just had Thanksgiving dinner with him, come to find out, before he got incarcerated, why would he think that he would not get off with all the people he knew and all the money he had? Why would he think he was going to do some time? He didn't. So why would you kill yourself? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. That's why I find it hard to believe that the young lady that wrote the book took herself out, because she had just won another case against Prince Andrew. Her book was getting ready to come out. Epstein was in prison. I'm trying to think, had he gotten killed yet? I think he might have been dead. I can't remember. I'm not sure on that. Either he was or he wasn't. So why would you off yourself? Even if you had a car accident, it wasn't enough for her to off herself when she had all these things coming up that was going to finally, these people were going to have to pay for the things that they did. Little too, little too, I don't know, wrapped up in a neat little box, and these people are gone. I mean, Epstein, the French guy, the one that had modeling, um, a modeling business that were bringing the young ladies from Europe over to the United States. Him gone. You know, it's just her gone. It's just too many people that was leaving that's involved in this. So we will see. We will see how things fall out, get shook out. So let's see what else. Um, I did think it was slick how the Senate went ahead and voted while they were at some type of little state dinner, and Johnson was all pissed off about that because he was going to try to put an amendment in there, and they went ahead and voted it through without an amendment on there. Yeah, that was sneaky. Oh yeah, I don't put anything behind. No, I don't either because this thing is way bigger than just Epstein, than just Trump, than just Diddy. This thing is global with a lot of people with a lot of money and power and prestige that's involved in this. And yeah, they don't want it getting out. He wants to pardon. I'm trying to think that he already do it. I know he allowed them. They weren't supposed to be able to come back to the United States, but he allowed them to come back, and they were in Florida because they're really, really good friends with his son Barron. And I have to say, why would his son want to hang out with two grapists? But if you notice, these are the people they seem to like to hang out with. Birds of a feather flock together. I mean, get for real. If I don't do heroin, would I really hang out with a whole bunch of people that get high on heroin? No, I wouldn't. So if I'm not a person that does SA, that's a pedo, that grapes, why would I hang out with these type of people? Unless I'm involved in something like that. And if you notice that everybody that's in the cabinet has some type of sexual proclivity and crimes that have been committed that they've gotten in trouble for, or at least there's rumors that they're doing it. All of them, all of them. Ain't none of them clean up there. Even Mr. Johnson, he's just down low because his wife is surely a beard. She surely is. But they put his messages from Grinder out there, and you would think maybe it's just me. Maybe y'all can help me understand because I'm older. But is money worth marrying a man who you know you don't love and he don't love you and he likes sleeping with the same sex, but you're going to sleep with him and have children so that you can seal the deal and cover him? I mean, is having a big house and having money and doing all that worth it? Hello, okay, is it she she Virgo 29110? Okay, well, thank you for coming out of the bushes. Ain't nobody really in here tonight, so come on out and talk to us. I don't think it is. I personally could not be with a man that I know sleeps with men for no amount of money. The house would never be big enough. The cars would never be fancy enough. The children could never go to the best of schools enough. I just couldn't live with myself. And then I'm still going to lay myself down with him and make children and go to parties and be on his arm. And they got grinder messages out here saying that he trying to meet men and all this stuff. So I'm going to be looking like a crazy fool. Can't do it. Can't do it. But apparently there's a lot of women in politics who do that, who are married to these men. Yeah, they seem to don't mind. But my thing is, if you do all this on the front end, it's just an agreement. I think it was they didn't want him to be speaker. I don't know what they gave these representatives, but it was down to the wire. He was literally having meetings with people, begging them to vote him in because they did not want him as speaker. But he made it. Well, I don't see why he even got supposedly a pact with his son that they are each other's sort of like watch buddies to make sure they don't do porn. Who does that? Who makes a pact with their son that you're going to make sure I don't look at porn and I'll make sure you don't look at porn and you're the father and that's your son? And then on the other hand, you did a purity, what is the ceremony with your daughter so she can have a purity ring and she's married to you. All this is weird, freaky shit that these people be doing in these so-called churches that they go to. Yeah, he married his daughter. She has a purity ring, and then over here, you and your son watching porno, and then out here, you out here sending messages to men to meet them at hotels and stuff in D.C. What is that? But you're supposed to be a Christian. See, and that's why people don't want to go to church. That's why people. But I want to tell people the things that these people do under the hub of being a Christian has nothing to do with God. If you want to have a relationship with God, you have a relationship with God. Don't go by what these people do, because man will lead you astray. Man will lead you astray. Sorry, I'm getting a little hot. Yes, he will. And say it's all for the Lord. Say it's all for the Lord. They say Mike Johnson likes to pray up in the hall and all this stuff with the other representatives before meetings. For what, sir? All you doing is sending your demons out on people. You need to stop. I would follow Mike Johnson to the bathroom. I went follow to the bathroom. I'm not looking shiny. But these people, they is a hot butt mess. There's something else I was gonna say that I seen. Oh, so do you think that JD Vance is going to leave his wife or stay with his wife? She went to she had a speaking engagement with Melania. I don't know why they had them speaking to military members about AI, but her and Melania had a speaking engagement, but she didn't have her ring on. And that's the first time they had pictures of her laughing and smiling. I have never seen this woman laugh or smile. Definitely not when she's with her husband. So, do you think JD's going to leave her for Mrs. Kirk, or you think he's going to keep his wife? I think it was between her and him having the possibility of becoming president. Usha's gone. Oh yeah, he is, because see, Kirk's wife has the right look for the first lady. Usha does not. She a little too brown, and the children are a little too brown. MAGA ain't finna follow that. And I don't know why she married JD. I'm like, baby, your husband is confused about his own sexuality. Why did you marry him? These people are a trip. Who is JD? JD Vance, the vice Peaches. You don't know who the vice president is? I'm gonna hit you. Who is JD? He is our vice president. Maybe Sunday night ain't a good night for me to come. I don't know. Maybe I'm too early. Oh, child, he ain't got no real face. He just pretend. These people pretend. He don't care nothing about her and her faith because he ain't got no real faith. And don't must not have no friends because they were showing pictures of him, and he seems to always be with her family and her people. I'm like, where his people at? Where his family? Not the shady Appalachian liar. Yes, yes. I'm telling you, these people is a hot mess out here in the world. They really, really, really are. Let me see what else has happened lately. Um, mm, 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 mm. Trying to think. Is anybody gonna be flying for the holidays? Because you know they're gonna jack them airfares up higher because of the shutdown and everything messing with the airlines. They already charge you for everything. I'm waiting for them to charge you for the air you have on the plane. Right. I'm telling you, the prices are going to be sky high, and you probably need to get there real early because they still are short staffed. And did you see? I couldn't believe that knucklehead came out and said he was only going to give a bonus to the air traffic controllers who came to work every day. Some people couldn't even afford gas. There was a guy that owned a gas station in North Carolina that was giving gas to air traffic controllers and TSA workers for free, which I thought was very admirable of him. But I'm like, some of these people couldn't even afford. They didn't have a paycheck for a month, maybe a month and a half, some of them. And you're going to get mad at talking about some, only the ones who came every day get a $10,000 bonus. Everybody that worked should get a $10,000 bonus. TSA and air traffic controllers. That's ridiculous. I mean, people was driving dang on DoorDash and Uber Eats and all this stuff just trying to make money to keep on holding on. Girl, what do you think about the $2,000 check we're supposed to get? Y'all think we're going to get it? I say if we get it, he's going to wait till next year, like October, because of the midterms. I say he will wait till next October and try to get, because he figure if he does it, he's going to wait till next year and do it because he figured then people will like him. But I'm sorry, $2,000 does not even begin to pay for all the stuff they've done. Not at all. How about you give us all $100,000? I don't know, $500,000. Hmm? Everybody, you can afford to give everybody $100,000. Why are we supposed to be so stupid? What is $2,000 gonna do? For some people, it barely pays their rent. No, they think we are. I don't know. Parker, come. He gonna make me hurt him. Parker, come. Get in there. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I don't know. I haven't heard anything else about it, Peaches. Um, I know they were saying that they were going to let them back in, and then they would be able to get reimbursed. Thank you. It is our money. It's our taxpayer money. That's what kills me. These people act like it's their money up there. The money is ours. The taxes that we pay. You know, all these things come out, and then we don't ever hear what actually happens. It's like they just throw all this stuff out. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then you never know whether it happens because there's something else new that they're throwing out here that they're going to do. It's always something. It's like trying to juggle all these balls to figure out what's really going on and what's happening. But he does it on purpose, hoping that we'll forget the majority of it. Ooh, I got to take these rays out. What did y'all do today? I hung out with my grandchildren and my son. My son's birthday was yesterday. He's a whole 32 years old. You know, children can be a trip because he's going through some things with my grandson, with him acting up at daycare, wanting to fight kids and bite them and all this mess. He's 4. And I was trying to tell him today that this is just, a stage. Hey, Felix. And I was like, he'll grow out of it. And then there'll be another stage, And he's just, well, right now, I'm in the middle of this stage. I'm like, you know what? There's going to be so many other stages that's going to come after this that you're going to look back on this one and say, ooh, I wish we was back at this stage. And he just gets so upset about things. I'm like, man, let me tell you something. Raising children, there's always going to be something going on. This is just one of them. He will grow out of it. It's not the worst that a child can do. Yes, Felix, I saw your photos. I sent you back an email saying that I saw them. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I decided, but first I was sick, so I wasn't smoking because I was sick. So I was like, well, you really should quit, Deborah. You really should. You had quit for a long time and then you went back. And then today I decided, well, I really want to smoke. So I was getting gas because they're stopping drivers using plate readers. What do you mean that they're suspicious? Suspicious of what? Why are you apologizing, Felix? That is the email address I have for people who want to contact me for YouTube. You know, if you want to talk to me and you come on YouTube, that's the email address for Defining Deborah for the Parker Posse. Wow, look who's here yourself, Mr. Pauling. What are you talking about? Um, yeah, so my granddaughter has moved. I felt like I went on a whole trip. I used enough gas today that I could have went to Georgia, literally, because my son lives like almost in another city. Then I live in the middle, and then my granddaughter has moved back with her grandparents, her and her mom, and they do live in another city. I was just like, oh my gosh. It was just like all this driving. And then it gets dark by 5:30, 6 o'clock. It'd be looking like midnight to me. So I had stopped to get some gas because tomorrow is my day to pick up my grandson. So I was like, let me get some gas. And I was like, well, it's not my normal place where I get gas. And so, but I was like, since I'm there, I'll just go ahead and buy me a couple of packs of cigarettes. 25 freaking dollars. They're more than my little place. I ain't using them no more. I was like, oh, what? With the lady rang up, I was like, you really got to stop smoking, girl. You really have. Because that was a whole damn meal. That was a whole meal. Whole meal. I say that as I light a cigarette. But yeah. So, um, as I was what was I doing? Oh, I was eating a little something because I wasn't going to go meet my son and my grandkids until like one something. So it was like 10. So I was like, I'll have a little something and hold me over till then. And so in every room that I go in, I'm gonna turn the TV on and pull up YouTube. So this new lady is doing videos on Mac. Actually, Polly, this is when I usually smoke the most, is when I'm drinking. During the week, I might smoke a cigarette a day. I might not smoke. Like last week, I didn't smoke any. Come on, Parker, now. Stop. Um, no. So yeah, it just depends. I'm not a chain smoker by no means. But yeah, so this new lady was doing a video on Mac. And I was like, wow, who is she? So she was the one that brought up the video about her. You know, she got her little life lessons channel where she is talking about, they say I don't know how to use a computer. I don't know what she says. That was my first time seeing her. Is I want to say it's Cotton something. I don't know. I know the first name starts with a C. It just happened to come up when I pulled up Mac. I know that, Felix. Thank you. Um, so I looked at it. Oh, okay. And so I was like, well, let me go look at this little short. It wasn't a long video, but I don't be watching her videos like that. So you know. Child. Hey, Tashana. How are you? Where are you and Charlie at? So yeah, I went over and I was like, well, let me go check out what she talking about. You know what? These people on YouTube be lying so much. This must be the place to go if you're crazy and got some mental issues, and if you like to lie, to scheme, to manipulate, to get money. That's the only thing I can figure. Because these people on YouTube just be telling some tall tales. I'm like, girl, they stopped Charlie for jaywalking. y'all in Utah, girl. Tell Charlie he better cross where he's supposed to cross at. He in Utah. Don't have y'all up don't have y'all up in the pokey in Utah. Paula, you can't spell no night, so hey. So of course I went and watched the video. Why ma'am on there talking about, you would think that she was just this wizard. She said that she can do graphics. She says she knows how to do Excel spreadsheets. Um, she aced the test at the temp place, not once, but twice. She went into this company and just did all this new stuff for the sales department, and they gave her a raise and all this kind of stuff. Okay, you think it's her sister? I said, okay, you're such a whiz, and you did all this stuff for this company. Now, mind you, when she said she took some classes, was back when she said she was like 17 or 18. And things have changed when it comes to computers, the software, the applications, and all that. Oh, okay. So I'm like, how come you ain't used those skills? Why would you not use those skills? Why would you be working at a thrift store if you had those type of skills? And my thing is, who buys? She says that she bought the MacBook. We know Charlene bought that MacBook as a Christmas present, but we'll let her. She says she bought it. Now, do you really believe that Mac would buy a $2,000 MacBook and never use it, and she knows how to use it? I don't think she paid for that MacBook, and I don't think she knows how to use it. She pulled it out to show everybody that Christmas when she got it, and you ain't seen it since. And she says that it's still in the box. So my thing is, who would spend that type of money? Because MacBooks aren't cheap. Who would spend that type of money on a Mac and not use it? And these people out here are making videos now that are, wow, they blow me away with the stuff that they're doing with AI and stuff. And so you're so good, but you're still going to use your phone to edit your videos when you can make them just totally awesome. You got all those skills. Hey, Rose. Wait a minute, she cleaned the room? Because I seen her still on the couch. So I was wondering, since she's been in the house since it's been raining, she done cleaned the kitchen and stuff. Did she clean the room? Well, if I'm not mistaken, she swore that her mother kept her out of school so much that she missed a lot of learning, because she was washing dishes and doing all this other stuff that. So my thing is, okay, but she was tooting her own horn because, she is the smartest. But I'm like, if you have those skills, why didn't you use them before you decided to do van life? Because she said she was looking for a job that was going to pay her good money. And so, because she wanted a job that was going to let her have the freedom to do what she want. But she found that job living in a van and then moving into somebody else's house. It gives her the freedom to pretend like she's building out a van in somebody's front yard, backyard, whatever, and then live off of them. So you have the freedom to come and go as you please. Yeah. And it doesn't take a, real strong skill set other than the skill of manipulation and lying. Yeah. I don't like watching her. I don't like her eating, her cleaning. I don't think she's a good cook. I think she did some type of video on potato soup. I don't think she's a good cook. I don't think she cleans good. But she says she does all of those things good. But hey, recessionista, if she thinks she does, because I'm with you, Paulie, all she did was scratch up the paint job. Because if the water was white, then that means she was taking the paint off the cabinets. But hey, who are we? Yes, she did. So, why are you working at Goodwill if you got skills as a graphic designer? And doing Excel spreadsheets, I work on those every day. And as an auditor, we used to have to do the formula so that we could calculate things for the day, the week, the month, the year. Once you get your formula in there, is not that hard. So, you know, yeah. Like a daycare. She did the inside of that. You know that. Oh, I don't watch her cook, so I don't know how she makes potato soup. But anything else she's cooked, hell, she can't even cook liver good. I don't watch her cook because she's not a cook. Her grits look horrible. Anything, I'm sorry, she just can't cook. I hadn't seen her cook anything, but she swears she's a good cook. She says that people were requesting her fried chicken. Oh, thank you, Recessionista. That ain't true, but thank you. It was mashed potatoes. Mm. And then she's such a copycat. For a woman that says that she's so creative, I'm trying to figure out, why do you copy off people? Because that little thing she says in the beginning, something about her little rhyme thing she does when she's in the bathroom, took from another content creator. And did y'all see that she stole something from Justine again? She had in one of her titles, "Who in the House?" When she knows that's what she says when she does the writing of her sub names, she always be like, "Who in the house?" And then she'll be like, "Kathy's in the house," or whatever. This woman just, I mean, she's not original with anything. And I'm sure she just decided to cook because she's seen other people cooking. She blended potatoes in the blender, and that was potato soup. Mm. Potato soup does have pieces of potatoes in there. It's not all creamy. I do not like liver. I hate liver. Hated it as a kid. And I swore when I left my mom's house, I would never eat another piece of liver, and I have not. I don't like the texture of the meat. I don't like it. So I would never cook liver. It may be good for you, but I won't be eating it. It was thick. Well, potato soup is thick, but you don't, when you make it, you don't mush up all the potatoes. You want pieces of potatoes in there. Not big chunks, but pieces of potato in there. But yeah, like I said, I haven't seen her cook anything that I like. I mean, I don't like the way she cook hamburgers, liver, 20 tons of onions, grits. Oh, a liver sandwich. That is so gross, Polly. So gross. Ugh, a liver sandwich. Ugh. Yeah, I like loaded potato. I like potato soup. Girl, like I said, she can't cook, and then I don't like to see her eat. Ooh, I hate when she cooks like the shrimp and grits because she sits there and then sucks the juice out of the shrimp before she get down, before she eats the skin, takes the skin off. A good homemade burger. I don't even make hamburgers unless I'm doing a cookout. I never think about making a hamburger. Every now and then I do want a hot dog, but I like slaw dogs, so chili slaw dogs. So every now and then I make hot dogs with chili and onions and coleslaw on top. That's okay, Polly. I don't need any liver breath. I get the beef livers for Parker. I cook him some, but I don't eat them. Now I eat chicken gizzards. I like chicken gizzards. Yep, I hadn't cooked those in a long time. I love the chicken gizzards. And I use those to make my gravy for Thanksgiving. Who's cooking for Thanksgiving this year? Speaking of Thanksgiving, You know what? I don't know why people love Five Guys so much. Five Guys ain't nothing but the way we used to make hamburgers at home. Thank you. There's a Y'all be having some names. Girl Dad cooking up deliciousness. Thank you. With wasabi sauce? No. You're going to Georgia, receptionista? Yeah, I hear Nathan's hot dogs are pretty good. A lot of people up north eat Nathan's. I'm trying to think. I think I bought them one time. You can make Five Guys burger right in your kitchen. What part of Georgia are you going to? And what are you cooking up, Miss Deliciousness? Or Mr. Deliciousness? I'm thinking it's a woman. Give you got Scott Peterson. Oh, okay. I know you're working, Martina. Okay. Are you talking about Fayetteville, North Carolina? There's a Fayetteville, Georgia? Where is Fayetteville, Georgia? What is that close to? What big city? Is it close to Atlanta? Macon? Augusta? Okay, so what's it close to? What city? Are you driving down? Are you driving down? Are you flying down? I'm just being real nosy. We're not going to cook this year. Nobody wants to cook anymore. And usually it got to the point where it was just me and my mom. And now that she's gotten older, it's just been me. My son did Thanksgiving last year. So I said, okay, my sister doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving. She celebrates Indigenous Day, which, we really don't do Thanksgiving. It's more like a family get together. So I said this year, I was like, we don't have traditional dinners for Thanksgiving anyway. Girl, you can stop by here and see me or meet me somewhere. We can meet. Yeah, that's all Five Guys is what my mom used to make. And we used to want McDonald's, and she would make those burgers, and now people want those burgers versus McDonald's because they ain't real burgers. So we are going to do a family game night, and then we're just going to have like finger food. People bring stuff. So I'm thinking though, I might get a turkey breast and cook that and slice it up, and people can make turkey sandwiches. And I have a bag of charcoal left. I was thinking about making shish kebabs with shrimp, but I'm gonna see how I feel. We're not doing it till Friday. We're not even doing it on Thursday. So um, I don't even know what I'm gonna have Thursday. Who knows what I might eat? You hate homemade burgers? What is wrong with you, peaches and cream? Oh, okay. That's what I thought you was talking about, the man who unalived his wife. I'm like, what? So yeah, I thought I might do that with some potato salad and a fruit and veggie tray, and maybe I don't know some dip or something, and potato chips, and then eat what you want and bring your own drink. But we're gonna play charades and Pictionary, so that should be interesting. You know how competitive we were with the Uno, so I'm gonna see how well we do with charades and Pictionary. It should be quite the laughs. Girl, cast iron oxtails. What is cast iron oxtails? I guess you just cook them in a cast iron skillet with black truffle honey cornbread. Okay. Stuffed chicken thighs, candied yams, mac and cheese, greens, and baked potato salad. Girl, you really got it up. Black truffle honey cornbread. You're gonna have to um, email me that recipe. And I have been trying to find oxtails for like 2 months. Every place that normally has them have been out. I don't know. Is there a shortage on oxtails or something? Yeah, because I just don't feel like going through all the cooking. And then, like my sister's a vegan. Um, my mom doesn't eat a whole lot anymore now that she's gotten older. My niece is a hit and miss. Sometimes she eat meat, sometimes she don't. And about the only ones that really, really eat is my son and my nephew. So I'm just like, I'm not cooking all that food this year. And it's expensive. So, yeah. But I still might throw some greens on. So I might just do me. If I can find me, I'm gonna see if I'm off this week. So maybe I'll see if I can find me some oxtails, and maybe that's what I have on Thursday. Some greens and some oxtails. I like it. You mean like an antipasta salad? I like pasta salad. Thank you. I need to come to your house and eat because you seem to be that person that be cooking. Not that I need to eat anymore. All right, y'all. I'm getting real serious about the fact that I need to take some pounds off because I know when I go do my checkup next week, my doctor's going to say I have gained back the weight I had lost when she saw me in the spring. So I'm going to have to get serious about doing something. Yeah, I like it with Italian dressing too. But you know what, Paulie? I like to use angel hair pasta. I know a lot of people use the spiral noodles, but I like to use angel hair pasta. And then I like to put tomatoes and cucumbers in there. I don't put meat in mine. I know a lot of people put meat in theirs. I don't put meat in mine. You hate pot? Well, Peaches, you hate hamburgers. You hate pasta salad. My goodness, what do you eat, ma'am? And you must be about this big. Ugh. And I know mostly what it is. When it gets cold, my arthritis and my knees be cutting up, so I don't walk. Yeah, cold pasta is good. Oh my gosh, I can make a big old bowl of pasta salad and just eat that all day. I love pasta salad. And thank you, girl, dad. We do like having you here. See, I'm not a big pepperoni fan. I don't even like pepperoni pizza. What I do like is I like the flavor of the pepperoni on the pizza, but I don't like the pepperonis. So if I get pepperoni pizza, I take all the pepperonis off. Now I do like not pepperonis, but oh my goodness, I can't think of the name of it now. Yeah, some people put shrimp in theirs. I don't put shrimp in mine. Now I do like putting shrimp in my salad. Um, I'm thinking of salami, but not salami. What's the other one? There's pepperoni, salami. What is the other meat that's like that? Oh crap! I can't even think of the name of it. Martin, where you at? What's another meat that's like pepperoni and salami? Not Canadian bacon, not prosciutto. Prosciutto. I like to eat it with cheese and crackers. What the heck is it? You can buy it at the deli. Get it sliced up. I can't think of the name of it. That's really gonna make me mad. I can see it. Mm, mm, mm. Not pastrami. Not. Maybe it's salami. No. Okay, I can't think of it. If I think of it, I'll tell y'all. But I do like Canadian bacon on pizza. And oh my gosh, if you ever do a breakfast pizza, Canadian bacon is good on that. I used to make those and take them to work, or like for the holidays, like on Christmas morning or something like that. I would make the breakfast pizza. Those are really good. And I would use Canadian bacon or regular bacon, sausage. Yep, yep, yep. Anybody baking anything? No sweet potato pies, no cakes. And who's in Georgia that you cooking for, Recessionista? Oh, no, I do like German bologna though. Oh, I used to make about 6 sweet potato pies because I would give my family one to take home. Then I would make. I was always going to make a chocolate cake because y'all know I love chocolate. And then I would make coconut cake, and a lot of people don't like coconut cake. Oh my gosh, I love coconut cake. And then banana pudding and cheesecake. I might, you know what? I need to make a banana pudding for Friday. I hadn't made one in a while. You said you want a death by chocolate. I'm a chocolate person for sure. Maybe I will make a banana pudding for Friday and a cheesecake. In your broccoli salad, I used to make a broccoli salad with bacon. You fry the bacon up, and then you literally use the bacon grease to help make the salad. You put walnuts in it and sugar and stuff. I love coconut cake. I love a good coconut cake, but I make them and nobody likes them but me. I think it's hard salami. I'm thinking of that might be it. But yeah, banana pudding sound. Only thing about banana pudding, you got to kind of really eat it like the first 2 days, because after that, then the bananas start. I don't like bananas when they start turning black. I don't like soft bananas at all. When I get my bananas, they have to be partially green and firm. And when I eat them, I still want them hard, firm. I don't like soft bananas. My mother loved them when they start getting dark, black or whatever. They start getting dark and soft. They everybody say they're sweeter then, but I don't like them like that. You put the bananas on the side, so you make the pudding with just the cookies, and then you put the bananas on the side, and people mix the banana in with it when they eat. Is that what you're saying? I never tried it that way. That you just put your bananas in after you get your bowl full. That's a thought. Yeah, Martin, that's the one I make. Yeah, now they're good to make banana bread with. But matter of fact, I got some sitting in there now. I'm like, I should make some banana bread with that. Maybe I'll, since I'm off this week. Um, yeah, I don't understand how people want banana pudding, but they don't like the bananas. Then it's just pudding and cookies. Yeah, I make mine, but I use Cool Whip. I use and I like to use French vanilla pudding, and then I put Cool Whip in it because it makes it thicker and fluffier. And then I do like vanilla wafers, but I have been using the square cookies. I forgot the name of them because they don't get mushy as quick. But yeah, I love a banana pudding now. Now you talking about me making myself sick? Ooh wee. Yeah, they do. That's why I said if you don't eat it the first 2 days, by the third day, you got the moisture from the bananas, and the bananas turning crazy, and then the cookies get mushy. That's why those, what are those? They're kind of expensive too, but they're square cookies. They're pretty good. You don't like the pudding, Peaches? What do you eat? You don't like homemade hamburgers. You don't like pasta salad. You don't like the pudding. Chessman cookies. There you go. Yep, those are good for banana pudding because they don't get mushy as quick. No, I don't put crushed almonds on there. Girl, what do you eat? I need to be more like you where I don't like a whole lot of stuff. Shoot, I made myself sick eating kimchi the other day. I had too much kimchi. I ate it for 2 days in a row. Hey, Peace. How are you doing? Mm-mm. See, I'm just the opposite. I like a lot of bananas. I don't have to have a lot of cookies, but I do like a lot of bananas. So now, see, I know what'll happen. I'll end up cooking way more than I plan on cooking, especially since I took the week off. Oh, you love potato chips. That's real healthy. I'm not a big potato chip fan. Now, I do like Cape Cod because theirs are crunchy. They're like, I like a good crisp, crunchy chip, the kettle kind. So I do like Cape Cod. I like their salt and vinegar. But I only get them every now and then. I might get them every other month, maybe. But I'm not a big chip kind of fan. I never was a big chip person. I mean, I like pickle, dill pickle potato chips, and I like salt and vinegar. And I love some Doritos, but I can't buy them because I eat a whole bag of Doritos. Yeah, Cape Cod is a good crunchy chip. I can eat a whole bag of Cape Cod. That's why I can't mess with them. Some things I just refuse to bring in my house like that. Because I know I'll sit down, and especially because I work at home, and I'll have Cape Cod chips for breakfast and lunch. Now, I love a good dill pickle. Oh my gosh. Like in the down, I guess they have them in the city, but down here they have the big jars of dill pickles, especially if you go to the little country stores, and they have the big jar of dill pickles, and then they usually have a big jar of the pickled pig feet and pickled eggs. I know for y'all don't like the southern stuff. So I usually would get a pickled pig feet and a pickle. And oh my goodness, one of those big old good dill pickle, not a kosher. It's hard to find dill pickles anymore because everything is kosher dill. Not a kosher pickle, a regular dill pickle. They used to sell some good ones in the bag. You know, you could go to like the convenience store and they would have the dill pickle in the bag. But yeah, but I like pig feet anyway. I'm the only, other than my mom, we're the only two that'll still eat pig feet. We're the only two that will still eat chitlins. Everybody else is like, oh, oh, oh. Hey, I am really a southern person. I don't know if I would use those pieces. I mean, I like those, but not enough where I want to put them in banana pudding. I'm sure if you want to make a different type of banana pudding, yeah, but I'm gonna stick with the two that I like. Polly, do I look like I eat and don't gain weight? Man, please. That's how I gain weight because I like to eat. Yeah, I didn't like the garlic one so much. I just like a regular dill pickle. I could eat a jar of dill pickles. Ooh, I love me some dill pickles. So now I like, if I can find a jar of dill pickles. If not, I like the baby koshers. And I don't really like the big koshers. Now, Clausen's are not bad, but I really like just regular dill. Oh, you don't eat pork? Yeah. I don't eat a lot of pork. I'll eat a pork chop every now and then. I don't fry them. I like with grease and stuff. I might pan fry them like I do a steak. I'll usually marinate them in some white wine and then cook them like that or bake them. Ooh, I do not like butter pickles. That is not a pickle. Or sweet pickles, unless you're making potato salad or something. Bread and butter pickles, that's just messing up a pickle. Mm-mm. Sweet pickles are not real pickles. And then I'm gonna eat some bacon because I don't really care for sausage. And then I'm usually gonna have some pig feet every blue moon. Yep. But the funny thing is, this is what I don't understand. We claim that pork is so bad for us. But when I lived in Germany, they eat a lot of pork. And their pigs are grain fed, hogs or whatever you want to call them. And they do not have an issue with high blood pressure. So it is not the pork. It is probably how we prepare the pork. And then if we want to talk about biblically, people don't eat pork. Um, Jesus said in the New Testament that, if it doesn't bother you, eat whatever you want, pretty much. So I think that mm, I think it's like anything else. I did not know they had a pickle festival. Uh, I look at eating pork like anything else. Everything can be bad for you. At one time, eggs was bad for us. Sugar is definitely bad for us. People consume that in almost just about everything they eat. Processed food is bad for us. I mean, there's so many things that's bad for us. So I look at, hey, I eat pork in moderation. I need to leave the sugar is the devil. But the thing is, I don't eat a lot. Like I buy the raw sugar. I can have that forever and a day because I only use it when I'm drinking tea in the morning. Um, I don't bake anything sweet. And then every now and then I'll get on a kick where I want some Tootsie Rolls or some of the drumstick ice creams that me and Martin was talking about when they had made me so mad. I showed y'all they made me so mad I was eating one. And then I might buy those and have them for a week or two, and then I don't buy them again for some months. So really, my biggest issue is, and I don't fry anything. I don't fry nothing. And even when I order food, the biggest thing I might order that's fried would be some hot wings, and I can't eat them like I used to. So my issue more is not getting enough exercise because I don't eat really bad. It's just that I'm not moving. I sit down like last week. I worked a lot of overtime, so I may be sitting at my computer for 12 hours. So I try to get up and go up and down the stairs at least every hour. And on a good day, I can run down them and run up them. Yeah, but not as much as we eat, Martina. We have sugar in everything. And that's probably natural sugar. Because the funny thing is, if you start eating and don't eat processed sugar, when you eat something that has natural sugar like raisins or fruit and stuff, it'll seem too sweet to you because you don't have the processed sugar. It's just that our body craves those things. I'm telling you, sugar is of the devil. It is. Okay, well, I'm working, so I cannot take Parker for no 20-minute walk 4 times a day. And when we feed hormone, hey, sir, sir, stop. You don't listen to nothing I say. We feed hormones to all the animals. Um, we do stuff to our fish. They do stuff to all the food we eat, pretty much. They're doing something to it, gassing it or something. Mm. Yeah, he just looked at me. I'm trying to train him. When I first got him, he was so small, and I used to be like, "Where is he at?" So my sister was like, "Put a bell on him." Oh my gosh, I put a bell on him, and it made him dizzy. He was like it just messed up his balance and stuff. So I had to take it off. So now I'm trying to train him so that if I'm upstairs, I know when he needs to go out. So I bought these bells that I'm using for decorations for Christmas. But since I hadn't started decorating yet, I put them on the door. So I'm training him that every time I open the door, I jingle the bells. But and we just started this week. And then when I call him back in, I would jingle the bell. So now I can jingle the bell and he'll come on back in. He is so freaking smart. I just need him now to hit the bells so that I'll know if I'm upstairs that he needs to go out. Yeah, mine came back good in the spring. I don't know what she's gonna say next week when I go. I got a checkup next Tuesday. So we will see. I can hear her now talking about I done gained the weight back. Haagen-Dazs Belgium chocolate chip ice cream. I have never seen that at our grocery store. That must be something they sell where you're at. I'm gonna look for that. Haagen-Dazs be tripping on their prices for this much ice cream. Because I love chocolate chip ice cream. And you can't get just regular chocolate chip anymore. They got to have the cookie dough. I just want regular chocolate chip ice cream. They always got to mess stuff up. You made some homemade ice cream tonight? Girl, we don't have time to be doing this stuff. And I don't be, you know what? I did do stuff, not make homemade ice cream, but I did do a lot more stuff when the kids was younger. Now, I said this year I'm going to try to do the homemade cookies with my grandson, or either make the dough and let my son do it. I used to make the dough, and you roll it out with the roller and cut the cookies with the cookie cutters, and we would put sprinkles on them. Me and my son, we would decorate them and make the sugar cookies. And they used to make me so upset, him and my ex-husband, because I would start making cookies like 3 weeks before Christmas. I would start doing my cookies because I knew I was going to do cakes and pies and cookies and all this stuff especially for Christmas. So I would start making my cookies like 3 weeks ahead so they would be done. And I had these, you know how when the Boy Scouts would sell like popcorn, they would have those big tins. And so I would order like probably 2 of those. So I would have the tins left over and I would fill them with cookies. Lo and behold, by the second week before Christmas, they would have eaten the cookies up, or they would only be about this many. And my thing was, oh, because my ex loved cookies. Oh my gosh. And I would make chocolate chip cookies, oatmeal raisin cookies, and sugar cookies. They weren't too fond of peanut butter cookies, so I didn't make them. But they would have eaten so much of the cookies that you would not have thought that I even made cookies. You said too much work. That's how we made them when I was younger. I used to love doing that. My mom would make the dough, then we could roll it out with the roller and cut the cookies. You want some cookies? And as my son got to be a teenager, I told him, I was like, you know what? Since y'all don't appreciate my homemade cookies, I would go get them ones. You know how the ones they have the sugar cookies in a little tube, and they would just have a Christmas tree stamped in the middle. I was like, there go y'all sugar cookies, since y'all don't know how to act. Well, mine is going. Anytime I go for a doctor's appointment, they're gonna take blood and test for all this stuff. But I get. I'm actually very fortunate. I get free medical from VA, and then the company I work for, because we got a new contract last year under the federal government. If you're single, you get free medical. So I'm very blessed to have medical, that I can have VA and a doctor outside of VA. So I'm blessed to have that, because I tell you, as you get older, and they don't tie my blood work to my well, VA love to give you medication. That's one thing the government will give you. They may not want to give you compensation for going and putting your life on the line, but they will give you some drugs. That they will do. You can have as many drugs as you want, pretty much. I have a whole, um, all. I don't know if y'all have all these. The grocery stores where you have to bring your own bags, or you got to pay for the bags, and they have everything in boxes because it's cheaper. We got stores down here, and they're called Aldi's. And so I have like the plastic bags I've bought at Aldi's when I've gone to the grocery store. And I literally have one that has medication from VA, because some of the stuff I don't even take, like trazodone. I don't like sleeping pills. And trazodone is one of those ones for me. If I take a half of one, it puts me to sleep, but I still wake up. If I take a whole one, that mug knocks me out. But then when I wake up the next day, I have that, I don't know, it's this funny feeling. It takes me a while to get myself coordinated. And I don't have time for that when I'm starting work early in the morning. And so for Mr. Parker, he had his appointment last week for his shots and his checkup, his yearly checkup and stuff. And I literally have to give him trazodone. And for dogs, it works different. Like if I take a trazodone, I'm knocked out. So I gave him like a half, and the doctor was like, "No, I have to give him 100 milligrams the night before, and then you give him 100 milligrams 2 hours prior." Now the thing is, I gave him the medication the night before, and he slept all morning because our appointment was until 3. And what I did was, I didn't tell the vet. I was like, I hate that. To me, it makes him all kind of groggy and stuff. So I only gave him half 2 hours prior, and he did not act right. She was like, "Did you give him the trazodone?" I was like, "Yes, I did." Parker didn't want them to cut his nails. They only got 3 paws of the nails cut. When she was trying to take blood, he kicked her, and she ended up bruising his back leg from him. He he was just acting so ugly on them people. So yes, everybody at the vet knows Mr. Parker, because he does not act right. And he gonna be mad because He's going. I had him scheduled to be boarded this week coming up because I was going to go to Atlanta. I don't know. I still might ride down there for the weekend, but I had him being boarded for, I think it's Tuesday to Sunday, but I think I'm not going to take him till Wednesday, and he will be boarded because they're going to be closed on Thanksgiving for sure. Probably Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, since we're getting together on Friday, because it's too much to have the family over and Parker, because he's not going to act right. And my mom, we had dogs as a kid, but she never messed with them. The only dog she messed with was a little Chihuahua, but the rest of them, we had German Shepherds. She ain't messed with them. She's not a real dog person. So because she's not a dog person, dogs know when you're not a dog person. And so usually my dogs don't really work well with her. And so when she came over, I'm trying to think, I think it was for my birthday. I had a get together. Oh my gosh, Parker barked and barked and barked and barked. He was acting so crazy. And he loves my sister now. And my son don't pay him no attention because he's used to us having dogs with him growing up. We had dogs all the time. And Parker is the littlest one. So he don't pay Parker no attention. But with my grandson being here and stuff, Parker is not, for some reason, he don't really care for children. Like when my grandson was a baby and I would have him and he would be crying, he would be like looking at me like, what the heck did you bring home? What is that noise? So I would have my grandson crying because he wanted a bottle. I got Parker barking because he's trying to figure out what the hell I done brought to the house. It used to be crazy. So yeah, he's going to be gone while the family's over here because I can't deal with Parker and everybody else. That's why they have me give it to him, because Parker gets so anxious about going to the vet. But now the thing is, he slept all morning, and then he acted crazy at the vet, and then when he came home, he slept the afternoon away. I was just like, okay, so it didn't work while you was getting that. I don't know what they do to the dogs when they take them to the back, but Parker be coming up out of there like he just traumatized. And then he tried to get into a fight with this lady. Had a big old, what was that dog? It wasn't a shepherd. But, it kills me with people who have these big old dogs and they can barely hold on to them. So now, Parker barking at the dog and the dog looking like, oh, you want some of this? I was like, let me pick my dog up because we finna have a fight out here in the little place while I'm trying to check Parker out and the other lady was trying to check her dog in and she couldn't handle her dog. I was like, mm-mm. I was like, you ain't finna eat my baby up. But sometimes he look like when he's asleep and he's like in his little donut bed, he's just so cute. Oh, your dog. See, this is how I get Mr. Parker. I buy the, you know how you can buy the real dog food now? It's like real food, but it's dog food. It's like the refrigerated dog food. He loves that. Because I have tried the like when I would have to give him his oh, you know what the heck did I do with it? You know what? Speaking of that, they gave me his heart stuff. I gotta figure out where did I put it? But like he don't like taking his heart medication and all that. And I bought the little peel things that you put, little peel pocket or whatever. He would eat the peel pocket and leave the peel. So now what I do is I buy the tube dog food, refrigerate it, and I cut it up, and then I take the peel. Now what I do, because if I put the peel in the middle and put the food around it, he still eats the food out and then leave the peel. So now I smush it up and then I put it inside there, and so he's going to eat the food and then he'll take the peel. It's like a whole thing. I tried it with peanut butter. He would lick all the peanut butter off and leave the peel. It didn't matter. So finally I just had to just start crushing it and mixing it in with the food, or otherwise he's not going to eat it. And that heart peel, he can smell it. It don't smell good. It do smell kind of like pine trees. That one I hadn't crushed up. Usually, if I put that in the dog food and get it really tight up in there, he'll just eat it thinking it is dog food. But yeah, I gotta trick him, which I can't blame him. I don't know why I'm talking about food so much tonight. Because I had dinner. Yep, yep, yep. So are you guys in the holiday spirit yet? What time is it? 9:15. Y'all know I love a Christmas movie. I have just, oh my gosh, you got the Netflix Christmas movies, I got the Prime Christmas movies, and I even signed up for Hallmark because they have like Christmas movie 24/7. And so I have been ODing on Christmas movies. And then today I went ahead and started my Christmas music. Yes, I did. My son was looking at me like, really, Mom? Because I'm so not in the holiday spirit. I am. Well, I don't know if Parker will go along with that. Y'all know Parker been done bit me. And I got so much Christmas decorations. I know I didn't need to, but I did. I bought a new black Christmas tree because this is why. Last year, y'all know Oris was here. So, and I wasn't gonna buy a tree. I wasn't gonna do a tree because I had just moved in here. But I was like, yeah, I should have a tree. But it didn't have the lights. And so we had to put the lights on, but he helped me do the lights. And I was like, I don't feel like going through that this year. So I bought a new black tree with lights already on it, which I'm going to put right here. So probably the next time I do a live, y'all will see the Christmas tree because I'm going to do my decoration. I'm trying to decide, should I leave the fall stuff up until after we do the little family get together? I probably will, and I can still decorate Saturday and Sunday. But I'm gonna have the black tree to go with the black furniture and stuff. Which people are like, why are you having the black tree? Because I like to color coordinate with anybody that's been watching me for a minute. Y'all know I like to color coordinate. I like to have a theme for my trees. So it's gonna be black with this year instead of, I think last year I did gold and silver. This year it's gonna be black with white, silver, and gold, I think. No, I'm sorry. Red and white, silver, and some gold. So yes, I'm so excited. And then y'all know my bedroom got the black and gold in it. So I bought me a gold little tree to go in there and decorate it with black ornaments and stuff. And then I'm gonna do the greenery on the stairs and across the mantle here. I'm gonna have my son put my lights up while he's here with us doing the family thing on Friday. I have I was gonna do a candy cane theme and then I changed my mind. I'm not sure. No one here lives in Wisconsin, do they? They got a crazy on the loose. Thank you for letting us know that you smell good and you're fresh out the shower, Tashana. At least you went and took a shower. There are some people who don't take a shower. Y'all. And remember I told y'all about this new lady that I start watching? She is crazier than Mac. But this woman really, I don't know if y'all heard. This was all new to me. I never heard of people consider themselves as targeted individuals. Child cheese. But she literally believes that supposedly that they are using, how does she call it? Some type of weapons against her, and she calls it force urinating. So she literally pees on herself and defecates on herself, but she's homeless. And so, like this last time, she was on the street for 6 days before she got the money to go to a hotel. So she was literally on the street for 6 days and must have peed on herself every day for 6 days. Can you imagine? Or you didn't use any VO5, girl. You didn't get cleaned in if you didn't use no VO5. It is called Targeted by the Psych Life. I will put it in, but it's called Targeted by the Psych Life. If you start watching her, you would get obsessed. I'm beginning to think, am I the crazy one or she the crazy one? Because this woman be doing the most. She just be doing the most. You know what? Don't start at Paulie and Recessionista. Don't y'all start that foolishness tonight. And I don't even know what turns green, Paulie, but don't you say it. Oh, he's talking about Irish Spring soap. Okay. Parker. Y'all know she don't use none of them. It's VO5. I have never heard of somebody washing with VO5. I'm just thinking that it's probably not good to wash with shampoo, but I guess I'm thinking it would irritate some places. But hey, that's just me. That's just me. But and then my thing is this. Can y'all help me with this? And I really don't like talking about her anymore because of the fact that she swears. Now this is what she swears, that people like me only get views because of her. But ma'am, most of the time we don't even talk about you anymore. We talk about so many other things. But tell me. Hey, I said stop. You see how much he listens to me. But okay, hey. I'm not going to tell you again. So, how is it that you're sitting in the bathroom doing videos and you talk about this is your place you like to be and stuff, but you're always dirty? You always got paint on your hands, paint on. Oh my gosh! One night she supposedly just got out the shower, came to the van, and had paint all on her arms. I don't understand that. Well, that's what I was thinking, Recessionista. But my thing is, how did you get in the shower and wash, and you didn't wash your arm? And then she realized it because she was putting lotion on, and she was like, "Yeah, I have the paint here, but I'm gonna just leave it." Um, she says that the force energy weapons, they force her to use the bathroom on herself. She doesn't do it on her own. None of the things she does is because of her. It's because of the, I don't know who the people are. It's, she call them gang stalkers. She call them perps. It's these other people who have targeted her. They target her and they do these things to her. It's crazy, y'all. That's what I'm saying. You could not be on my couch like you could not. If I'm gonna make my couch, if my couch is gonna be a bed, it's because I made it a bed, or I got guests that came to spend the night. But you're not gonna sleep on my couch every night because you're too lazy to clean up the room. Because you know that's why she wasn't videotaping in the room no more, because it was so dirty. But y'all say she cleaned up the room since she been in the house. I hope so. And then her and the dog be up in the bed together. I use the I don't use soap anymore. And then sometimes I'll buy like goat soap, natural goat soap or something like that. But I always use body wash because I find now even any soap that I use now feels like there's a film on me. So I use body wash. So right now I use Ivory, and then I might use. Do you not see me making a video? Parker be tripping. I do have some of I have some of the Dr. Teal's lavender. I use that at night because that's good for you to go to sleep with. Yeah, she probably need to give Raven a bath because Raven be over in the fence with the outside dogs too. Yeah, she's always saying something dumb. I just bought and this was an expense that I didn't need to do, but I just ordered some body wash and lotion from this company. I hope it smells good because it cost me over $100, which I've never done that before. Bought body wash and lotion for that much. So we're gonna see if I like it because I hope I like it. But maybe they will sponsor me if I like it. I'll talk about it. Did you say the whole house is nasty owners? You know what, Paulie? See, take your take your friend receptionista with you, because she probably gonna end up meeting you over there anyway. Because it'll always be the two of y'all, Parker and Paulie and receptionista. Always, always. Parker be really trying me, because he really be thinking that he the kingpin around here. You have been pretty good tonight. But he really be trying me sometimes. But I'm going to bust him up tonight if he don't stop. I said no. I told you don't go to the door, and I meant that. I don't care nothing about you barking at my stick. Tashana, where are you in? You and Charlie need to come back on the East Coast so y'all can pick up y'all dog. Y'all been promising me that for 2 years now. I'm going to need y'all to get on your job and come get your dog. Because I said no. Now, don't make me put you in your area. Yeah, you better submit. I told you. I'm the alpha. Yeah, you better come get him because he may not make it to the first of the year. Martin don't have your back. Martin not letting you out. No, she's not. And y'all know Martin will leave early. So when Martin will leave, y'all just out of luck. Martin gonna go to bed and y'all just gonna be locked up for the night. But you know what? You trying to be a better role model for really? Well, she says we're horrible. Well, not y'all. She calls me and some other content creators horrible old women, that we don't have a life because we talk about her. But my thing is, you watch us so you can talk about us, and then you screenshot what people say in our chats. That is the craziest thing I ever did see. I have never even looked at her chat that often. If I look, it's because she never has any people in there, or it's the same 4 people. But to screenshot it and then use it in my reaction video, no, I've never done that. Yeah, Parker does that for everybody that walks by, drives by. And I know my neighbors are so tired of him because every time they leave their house, he barks. And heaven forbid I'm letting him in the backyard and they coming home from work or whatever. She gonna leave her cane on the door? No, Martin is taking her cane with her. Oh yeah, but she calls me old and fat and that I have no life. because I talk about her, and you guys would not be here if I didn't talk about her. She says that the only reason I have a channel is because of her. That's what she says. You know what, Polly? Take your ass on over to the doghouse. It's open now. It was closed until you came in the chat. It is now open. Just go on over there. See, this is stuff y'all be saying, and then she get mad at me. But I'm not the one saying it. That's that crazy stuff that Paulie in recession needs to be saying. I don't even be saying it. Well, I talk about politics, but I talk about whatever's happening, I try to in the world. I try to keep up abreast of what's going on. Sometimes I talk about the stars. Like, have y'all seen how Beyonce's looking right now? Not that I'm a Beyonce fan. I just happen to be on Instagram, and somebody else that I watch had a little clip of her and Jay-Z, and it got the back part of her. I guess apparently she drove a race car at the Formula 500, whatever. But I didn't think it was her. Her hair was so big. I thought she had that hair like Diana Ross had. And then she was so big. Her butt was humongous. And I was like, this must be AI. This is not Beyonce. But apparently it was. But I'm like this, girl, you have been in shape and having to be in shape since you was probably 9 or 10 years old to perform. You got billions now. Girl, eat your food and get fat like me. Don't. Because I wouldn't care. But first of all, me and my mom and my sister were talking about that today. I was like, let me tell y'all something. People call me fat all the time on YouTube, and I don't give a shit. You know damn well if I was Beyonce and had her billions, y'all could talk all day as I put food in my mouth. Baby, you could talk all day. Yeah, she's living for her. She's bigger. You can tell she's bigger. But I mean, girl, go to retire. You got enough money. Retire and enjoy your life. If you want to eat now, girl, eat. Eat. Have fun with the money you done made. You deserve it. You done work hard for it. Go on. Enjoy your life. And I suspect that the reason why she's either blown up is either one, she may have, maybe an issue with her thyroid or something like that, or stars and entertainers use a lot of things for them to lose weight. Heck, they were using the Ozempic and all that stuff way before we found out about it. So maybe she stopped using all that stuff that kept the weight off, and now she's older. See, people don't realize it. Most of us was fine as all get out in our 20s and 30s and probably 40s. But as you get older and you're going through menopause brings weight. Seriously, I got really big with menopause, and you don't even realize it. You're going because your hormones are here, there, everywhere, and it's not necessarily always what you're eating. It's just that you're going through a different stage in your life. And so, yeah, I say embrace it. Embrace it. Life is full of stages. Life is full of stages. You can be mad at the stage you're in, or you can embrace it and deal with it to the best of your ability and move on to the next one. Well, the rumor is that they got her on drugs. I know I seen her at one of her birthday celebrations. She was toe up. Hey, I'm gonna put it to you like this. There's so much freaky deaky stuff going on with entertainers and Hollywood and all that. Baby. I started reading this book called Hollywood Babylon, which was talking about how Hollywood was created and the how the images of the stars were back then and how they created it and the things that was going on behind the scenes and how all this foolishness with Hollywood has been going on for years and years and years and years. What, Paul? What is you talking about a green penis? Yeah, it does, Martina. I had a young lady that I worked with when I was working for the agency doing people with addictions, and she hit me up today, and she was like, "Well, Miss Deborah, are you still in menopause? Are you still having hot flashes?" I was like, "Girl, my doctor told me you have prior to menstruating, then you have menstruation, and then you have menopause, and you have menopause till you leave here." And I was like, "Well, I can still have a hot. I can. This is what I know. If I'm eating stuff that I shouldn't be eating, it make me have hot flashes." And so I told her processed foods, candy, stuff like that will kick me into a hot flash just like that. Wait a minute. What you say, Peaches? You put on a body shaper? Let me tell you something. And so I told her, think about what you were eating. And she said she was eating some candy yesterday and it really, she had it bad. I was like, it's the processed food. I tried Peaches. Matter of fact, y'all, this is no lie. This is before I was even watching Mac over there. But I had ordered me one of those Kim K body shapers. Now, first of all, who makes a damn body shaper that don't even have snaps in the crouch? To go to the bathroom, you got to take the whole thing off. Who wants to do that every time they got to pee? I never got the thing on me. That thing was so tight that I barely got it up on my legs. I was like, who is wearing this? Because once you get it on, you like this. It's like, I can't. They make you feel so, yeah, it makes you shake better, but you can't breathe. I can't mess with the girdles. I can't. And I bought the ones that's supposed to come up and do something for your belly. Child, I bought that and the thing rolled all the way down up underneath. I was like, you know what? I have wasted more money. The only one that worked good is the one that's like a whole bodysuit and it's kind of cut out here so because you still wear your bra with it. Now those work pretty good, but even then, you be so ready to take it off by the time you get home. You know what, Polly? I thought your ass was in the doghouse. I really thought you you was in the doghouse. You're still in menopause. Because menopause is nothing but that season after you no longer menstruate. But there are some women who don't get hot flashes. There's some women who don't have a lot of the symptoms. I was just one of the people that got the whole attitude, was angry and all that stuff for a season. And I was still married then. I know my ex was really hating me then because I was hating me. And then the hot flashes, they were great because I was on some medication. But I was looking at the other day, there was a doctor saying that they were trying to say that the hormone pills that you can take, that you shouldn't take them long. And they was like, actually, no, they help women and it helps them with cancer and all this other stuff. So my doctor had taken me off. Not the male doctor, the female doctor. She was the one that took me off, talking about you shouldn't still be taking them. But those things really worked. Kurt, why did you have a girdle with your little bitty self? It's still menopause, Peaches. It's still menopause. All it means is you have the time prior to menstruating, you have the time menstruating, and then you have the time afterwards. So some people, don't have any symptoms or their symptoms stop. And for us and my family, there's only two of us who actually went through menopause because all the other women, hey, God is everything. The other women had hysterectomies. So me and my aunt are the only two that actually have gone through this. And she still have hot flashes and she's older than me and I'm 63. So, baby, they get better. I don't really have them as much. Like I said, most of the time it's because of what I'm eating. If I eat something that I'm not supposed to. perimenopause is crazy as heck because most of the time you don't even know you're in perimenopause. I found out one day because I was sitting at the doctor's office. You know how now it used to be they would show soap operas or the news or something, but now when you go to the doctor's office, all they show is medical stuff. So I was literally sitting there because I had a sinus infection, and so I went to the doctor, and I'm waiting for them to call me back. And a thing came up about perimenopause, and I was sitting there, and I was like, "That's what I got." I had no idea because I started perimenopause like in my 40s. Yeah, and so I finally figured out what the heck was going on with me. But most of the time, most women don't know unless you start getting the hot flashes. But even then, you just think you hot. Some people do. My poor little niece, she's like 30, 36, 37, and she in perimenopause. But she's living with my mom, who's 83, so she cold all the time. And my niece is hot all the time. So wintertime is very interesting for them because my mom be having that heat pumped up because she be cold, and my niece be in there sweating to death. And it was funny because I stayed with my mom when she was in menopause, and I wasn't. And so you never got no heat. I told them it's supposed to be like 47 degrees when they come over here on Friday. I was like, y'all know y'all ain't really getting no heat right. I was like, but I'll give y'all some. I ain't gonna be like, I told my mom, I ain't gonna be like you and not give you no heat. I'm gonna give you some heat since it's gonna be 47 degrees outside. But I don't really use heat. My electric bill was $97, y'all. $97 because I don't really use heat. I'll even open the window when it's like 40, 50 degrees. I'll open the window because you sleep better actually when it's cool in your room or cold in your room. Bet y'all didn't know that. Let's see if Badness went to sleep. Hopefully he went to sleep. But yeah, you sleep better. And I done pulled out my down comforter, the winter comforter. Baby, you get up underneath there. Do any of y'all use those weighted blankets? My sister has them. I get hot so much that even with the winter comforter that I done pulled out, I used to take that thing off. I don't even use a top sheet no more because I can take the comforter off and then I put it back on when I get cold and I take it back off when I get hot. But she loves the weighted blanket. I don't think I would like that because it would make me feel. I don't know. I think it'd make me too hot. You know what, Polly? But they say those weighted blankets are really, really good. Do any of you all use them? Ooh, I could not have my heat at 72. I would be sweating. Matter of fact, I have no heat on down here, and it stays cool. It stays about 70 degrees down here with no heat. And then upstairs, I'm trying to think. I might have used heat a couple of times. Usually, I'll turn the heat on in the morning when I get up because I start work early and not to chill out. But I have been using some heat because I had to because Parker was over here doing like this, shaking, and I got him some of the sweaters. But I was like, let me give my dog some heat. It don't, you know what, Peaches? That just means you're at the end. That's what happens. You may go 3 or 4 months, don't have nothing, then you have one. You may go 8 months, don't have one, then you have one. It just means that you're now at the end. When you go like that, 11 or 12 months, you're at the end. You're in perimenopause, and you're pretty much in menopause now. Yep, ma'am. Join the club. Oh no, ma'am. I will not get a heated mattress pad. I don't need no heat. I don't need no heat. I don't want a heated blanket, a heated mattress pad. I would probably sweat. My sister's in Michigan. Did you get snow? What was it, a week or so ago? Michigan got snow. She sent pictures of the first snow. And then after that, we're not allowed to mention snow because she swears that because we're in the South, we mention snow, they get snow. I'm like, it snows in Michigan probably up to the springtime. Oh, Paulie, it's 35. It's probably about 60 some here. It's been 72 lately. I'm telling you, once you get past all the little symptoms, it's great. I don't know how people can afford sanitary items. They cost way too much nowadays. I am so happy all that is over. From the very first time I started, I couldn't wait till it was over. I am very happy that it's over with. That's the best thing that happens as you get older. Now, you may gain the weight, maybe, unless you're a person that exercises all the time. If you're a person that exercises all the time, oh, well, you in menopause then, ma'am. You, I'm trying to think. I don't know when I stopped. What year did I stop? Child, I don't forgot. I don't know how long ago it was, but it wasn't that long ago. As far, I'm trying to think. Mm. I don't remember when the last one was. All I know is that I gave my niece all the stuff I had. I think I kept one little pack just in case. But yeah, that season is over with. Yep. There's no production going on here. No producing going on here. Oh, Paula, y'all had 6 girls? Oh my gosh. Yeah. That was very expensive. Oh my, I couldn't even imagine having 6 girls now and having to take it. That's just too much money. I only have one too. I can't remember what year they took that out. I just woke up one morning. I was on my way to the bathroom and I got a serious sharp pain in my side that it hurt so bad that it knocked me on the floor. And I had to go to the ER and come to find out I had some type of growth on my ovary. But when they went in, my doctor said if it was on the fallopian tube, they would have to take that too. So on the left side, no, on the right side, I don't have a fallopian tube or an ovary. I told him it didn't matter because I wasn't making no more children anyway. I was already in menopause. I was like, sir, you can take it all out. But he was like, no, we didn't need to have to take it all out. We just took the one that had the growth on it. So yeah, I only have one fallopian tube and one ovary. So I'm just like, I'm not a big fan of them taking stuff out of my body that God put in there. So it has to be something that's causing me a lot of pain. And that was, so I was okay with that. I told him, hey, because I really wanted, when I first started having issues, I wanted them to take it out. And doctors are real funny about that because they're like, well, you may want to have children. No, if I wanted more children, I would have had more children after I had the first one. I had one. I was a one child mother. I do that after the baby. Some women, I call it going to the well. I went to the well one time. The water was fine, but it didn't taste good enough for me to want to go back again. Yep, that's what happened to me, trucker wife. And they went in and did. I had fibroid tumors. I'm sorry, fibroid cysts, and they went in and they lasered them off. But nobody told me that even if they laser them off, they come back. If I had known that, I would have just said take it all. Um, and so I was just like, yeah, it was just too much. I was like, cause that bleeding for 6 months, oh, it was too much. Cost too much and was too much. That's what happened to my sister, the one to be on here, Fuego. She collapsed at work. Yep. And so I'm just like, hey, it ain't working. I don't need it no more. I don't want to have any more children. I am so impressed with women that have more than one child. I really am. One pregnancy, went through it. It's like one of those things, been there, done that. Okay, I experienced it. I wanted to experience it. It was great for the most part. I mean, I wasn't a person that got sick. I wasn't a person that threw up or anything like that. The most that happened to me was I would swell up because I was eating stuff I didn't need to, because I would have different cravings as the pregnancy went on. But I had a great pregnancy. I was big as a house now. Oh my gosh. I was like, when I got pregnant, I was probably about 120, 125 pounds. I literally was like 165, almost 170 pounds when I had my son. I ate everything. I was big as a house. And then after that, didn't want to do it no more because I didn't particularly care for labor and having a baby. Pregnancy was good. Labor pains and having a baby, not so much. So I figured, I did it one time, tried it out, ain't doing it no more. So for people who have three, four, five, six, seven, and these are like our grandparents that have 12 and 13 children, baby, could not have done it. You know what, Paulie? I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Y'all talk amongst yourselves because, and Paulie, why are you out of the doghouse? That's what I'd like to know. Can I go to the bathroom by myself? Excuse me, little stalker boy. Go away, go away. I swear Parker's like a little stalker. Polly run, recessionista. Stop being a stalker. Go back to bed. You know what? I was crocheting me a blanket for the fall, But I don't think it's going to be ready since I'm getting ready to put up Christmas decorations. And now I was crocheting 2 blankets, one for Christmas and one. So yeah, I'm just going to throw the fall one in the basket so if somebody gets cold, they can still use it. I don't know why I thought of that. Yeah, I did. What is this? Oh, there's something else I thought of, but now I can't remember it. I don't know what it is. So yeah, yeah. You know what? I'm horrible at sending stuff back because I order a lot of stuff. So I got this box back here because I ordered Parker a new bed. He really likes the round circular beds that he can like kind of curl himself up in. They call them like kind of comfort beds for dogs, help them with their anxiety and stuff. And so I had ordered him a new one, but it was too small. I thought I had ordered him a medium last time, but it must have been a large. And so I got to take that back. Plus, I had ordered him some new winter sweaters, and they were too small because the ones I ordered last year were too big. So I got to take those back. And I am horrible about taking stuff back. They will sit here. I got shit here now that should have went back to Amazon, and I went past my time. And they give you a long time to take stuff back. But yeah, what did y'all say while I was gone? Yeah, I can live. I can have children. I can deal with my grandkids, and yeah, and I can send them back home. So I have grandkids from the youngest is 4, and the oldest is 12. She will be 13 in February. I mean, time just flies by. We were talking about that today. I was telling her I can remember when she was born, and here she is getting ready to turn 13, and she's quite the expensive young lady now. Um, I give her like $25 allowance every week. And I had told her mom I was going to give her like 100 a month. And she's like, oh, no, that's too much. So all I did was break it up and I give it to her every week. But she is such a loving, conscientious young lady. I mean, she really, she has empathy for everybody because she'll be like, Grandma, what can I do for you? And I'm like, you don't have to do anything. I just want you to be a kid and enjoy your life. And so, like I had said to her, what do you want for Christmas? So she's like, she wanted clothes this year. And so I was like, well, okay, how about we get you about 4 outfits and I'll get you some new sneakers. So she sends me a text back because I let her just pick it out and then I just order it and pay for it. So she likes stuff from Old Navy. She's like, well, I only need 2 outfits because my mom is going to buy me some clothes. And I was like, well, you can still get the 4. But she's just like that. So I'll still buy whatever the 2 outfits is that she sends me. I'll still buy like 2 pairs of pants and 2 shirts. So she was saying that she found some sneakers that she wanted. So when we was out today, she was like, well, do I know where a Foot Locker is? And I was like, well, I had my son look it up. So I was like, well, we can go there on the way taking you home. And so we get in there now. I'm thinking she said she just wanted some sneakers. And I'm thinking last time she got Nikes and stuff, and I got them at the Academy for pretty inexpensive. The Foot Locker be tripping on their prices, right? So we get up in Foot Locker, and what she wanted was Uggs. I didn't even know Uggs made like tennis shoes. And I'm looking at these things, and I'm not a big tennis shoe person, so I'm like, okay. But she's really sportsy because she wants to play basketball. She wants to play for USC here because of Dawn Staley. I don't know if Dawn will still be the coach when she graduates, but who knows? Let's see. Did she be turning 13? I don't know if Dawn will still be there in 5 years, but who knows? Maybe one of her proteges, one of the basketball stars she has, will be coaching. But she had she wanted these Uggs. Them things was $90. I was like, and they were not that cute. But I was like, okay, these are your shoes for Christmas. I was like, we can get them today. You can wear them whenever you want, but these are these are your Christmas shoes, ma'am. Everybody went because I don't know who Pearl Moy is. You heard my dog talks. Yeah, he talks. He sure does. He sure does. I don't know if that's supposed to be funny or what. I don't know where y'all at, so I'm gonna get me some ice because I don't know where y'all at. Ain't nobody talking in the chat. Okay. Yeah, but you know what? Tashana, she swears that she's not in our chats. But the only person that knew uses that Moye, was that the yeah, the Moy, whatever it is, that's always her. They're not cute to me either, but hey, get down. I don't care for them either. I never liked the boots. I always thought they were ugly. What'd you say? You never pay? Well, actually, the shoes I wore today, I paid $450 for. They're by a company called Fly London out of England. But I've had those shoes now for shoe about 5 winters, and they're still looking good, and they still, I mean, they're a good pair of shoes. I never seen UGG sneakers till today either. And the thing is, you can't. They have shoelaces. They have like two, but you can't tie them. They're not supposed to be tied. Apparently, I didn't know this because I was like, "Well, tighten them up and tie, but you don't tie them." You, all this newfangled stuff. Well, actually, I bought me. I've never bought a purse by him, but I saw this and it was so cute. So I bought me a Michael Kors. My first time buying a Michael Kors purse. I'm not a big Michael Kors fan, but I like totes. And I thought this was a nice holiday winter color. But I really needed a new wallet. And I was looking for a new wallet, which, and so they had the purse and wallet on sale together. So I figured I might as well buy the purse. But it's a nice holiday, winter, fall look. Y'all know I'm kind of a red fan, but this is more of a cranberry. So anything in the reds family, I like. Yeah, so how many of y'all gonna do the no shopping as of Tuesday to December 2nd? So it'll be Tuesday to Tuesday. I'm really going to try to do this. I'm not, I don't have to do Black Friday because now they do early Black Friday, they do after Black Friday, they do after Cyber Monday. So yeah. When my son was little, I used to get up and be out there with all the crazy folks, 5 o'clock in the morning, standing outside Walmart or Kmart or whatever store, Toys R Us or whatever the case may be. I've never bought a Michael Kors purse. I know my family from Michigan, they are big Michael Kors fans. My cousin and her kids, and so I was like, well, me try Michael Kors. I gotta get some food for our get together on Friday, but seeing that we're not having a big meal, I figure buying food would not necessarily constitute the blackout part. I'm assuming that they're talking about buying stuff that you don't really need. Oh, I love shopping online. I don't go in the store at all no more, really. I went into Ross one day and I was just mad. The line was too long. The people were just in the way. I was just like, see, I can be online. I can be watching TV and ordering stuff. I'm a whiz at ordering online now. I'm going to do all my, well, only people getting Christmas stuff is the kids. So I was thinking, and I say that every year, and yet I'll still buy my family stuff. I'm thinking, oh, they got a good, oh, the Florentine satchels are on sale, Peaches. Now, I have been wanting one of those bags, but they usually cost so much, but the leather looks so nice. And I have not bought a Dooney, probably in, I'm going to say 2 years. So maybe for Christmas, I should get me a Dooney. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that's why I'm waiting till Friday because, like I said, I'm going to do a fruit tray and a veggie tray. And me buying it before Tuesday, I don't want to do that. Okay, so guys, everything I know you meant. Are you saying Kohl's has a lot of things on sale right now? Coach bags and shoes. I love Kohl's. A lot of people don't like Kohl's. Kohl's have some of the best sales during the holidays. Baby, you can get like kitchen, especially kitchen appliances. If you want like the that expensive ass blender that I got in there that I hadn't used yet, that I bought 3 Christmases ago, probably before Christmas, come this Christmas. But if you want, if you're giving gifts, like maybe somebody needs, like for my son, I'll buy him like pots and pans because he don't. Matter of fact, he might get that for Christmas this year, or blankets or sheets. I'm not real keen on Kohl's clothes, but for kids, they're good. For men, like shirts and stuff like that, pants, but their shoes. Now, I love Kohl's shoes because they have like name brand shoes, but they have great sales on shoes and stuff. And jewelry. Jewelry, they have wonderful sales, especially on their gold, silver, and diamonds. They have pretty good. You know what? I used to have, I'm trying to think of who that, somebody used to send me the personalized address labels, and I never had to buy them. But I don't think I mail anything out anymore. I can't think of one company that I mail anything out. Yeah, I do all my paying bills online. Yeah, everything's paid online, or it's already getting taken out my bank account. You know what, guys? I forgot I had these little bands. I told y'all I used to sell jewelry. I have so much jewelry, and I have bought the company I used to buy for it. They used to buy zirconium crystals, but this was Swarovski's, and then they quit letting other companies sell their crystals. They're the only ones you can get the Swarovski. I'm sure I'm saying this wrong. Crystals from, but I have bought these because I always like the double bands. And then, like, if I ever get married again, I want an infinity band that has the diamonds that go all the way around. But yeah, and I happened to be going through my jewelry, and I seen this, and I was like, I forgot I had these crystal because there's two of them. So but I like them double. But it's two of them, and so but I had the earrings and the necklace and all that. I was like, I'm gonna wear my little Swarovski crystal bands. Is that who it is? Somebody used to send me the labels out. But like I say, I don't mail nut now. I got stamps around here somewhere. I have no idea because I just try to keep, at least a book of stamps just in case. But I don't even know how much stamps cost no more because they had gotten ridiculous. Oh well, thank you, Felix. But I'm a pretty upbeat person, and I don't let other people get to me about what they say. I have some of those, and matter of fact, my earrings are just like the band, and I had those on. They're like hoop hoop Swarovskis like that. But I don't know why I put these on today. But they be tripping on their price, and I'm like, these are crystals. But the thing is, supposedly their crystals are the closest to a diamond that most people cannot tell that they're not diamonds. But if a jeweler puts it underneath the little jeweler magnifier, you can see they number their crystals. So each crystal has their number inside of it, and that's how they can tell that it's a crystal and not the diamond. Yeah, I think these need to be cleaned because they're not glittering like they should. I want my diamonds. If I wear diamonds, I want them to be sparkling. And when the sun hit them, that you see the rainbow and all that. Yeah, I need all that. So, I never was a ring person because I always worked jobs where I couldn't wear rings. And later in life, and then I think also after I was no longer married, I got used to wearing a ring on my finger. So then I bought more rings because I just got used to wearing rings. I told you it was okay, Felix. That's what that email is for you to talk to me. It's okay. Yeah. Well, it is 10 o'clock. What time did I come on here? I don't know. Um, since I'm off this week, I'm going to try to see how many times I can go live. This is the plan, y'all. Now, will it manifest? I don't know. But the plan is I'm going to try to do Vlogmas, which y'all know starts December 1st, which would mean next Monday. I think the first year I tried doing it, I managed to get into the 5th day, and then I messed up. But we're going to see. Even if I only come on for 30 minutes or something, I'm going to try to do Vlogmas. I'm trying to think of what can I do. I was thinking about doing like a late night chat, like right before I go to bed. Then I thought maybe, okay, I could come on and read some scriptures for people who are Christians. And then even for those who aren't, some people say I have a good voice. And maybe I could read and put them to sleep. You know? I don't know. You're cooking dinner now? Oh, okay. So y'all got up at 1, had breakfast at 3. So I don't know. I was thinking about late night chat. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it, tossing it around, how I want to do it so I can get every day in. But it may vary. I don't know what time I'm coming on. I'm just gonna come on. I'm gonna try to see if I can do the whole 31 days of December. Oh no, I guess you don't do 31. You do 25 because I think Vlogmas is only up to Christmas. Or do they do the whole month? I don't know. I have to check and see. But we will see. Also, are y'all going to do ugly Christmas sweaters with me? I thought that we could have an ugly Christmas sweater contest. Or ugly Christmas sweatshirt. Ugly Christmas shirt. That's what we'll say. Ugly Christmas shirt, ugly Christmas sweatshirt, ugly Christmas sweater. Since only a couple of y'all did the Halloween thing, maybe y'all will do the ugly Christmas sweater shirt. And then we'll see who has the best one. Okay, good. We can do that. And I might do a holiday giveaway too. I just want to see how I want to do it. That would be a great Christmas present for you too. The ugly Christmas shirt, or me coming on every day. I have one. I have one like, and actually I got it from Timu about 3, 4 Christmases ago. But I'm gonna decorate it up myself. It's a Christmas like sweatshirt, but I'm gonna add some stuff to it to make it look even uglier. So if you don't have one, it's okay. I just thought I would put that out there since it's the holiday season. Y'all know I'm a Christmas person, so I just thought I would put it out there. You know what? You're right. Let me show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all. I know y'all be thinking I am so full of mess. I am, but hold on. I know y'all should really be mad at me and not like me, but literally, I have y'all mugs in these boxes, which have been. You know what? It is so sad to say. If I don't have these out by spring of 2026, it would be what? Would it be 2 years? Oh my gosh. Yes. But this is what happened. This is no lie. I only put you guys' address on here because I didn't know the people and I didn't want somebody having my address. So when I took it to the mailbox, I mean to the post office, they were like, no, ma'am, you cannot send this stuff without having a return address. So then I was like, okay, I need a P.O. box then. Okay, Tashana, 2 years. Okay, but this is what I promise y'all. I'll have them out before 2026. But I literally, these are boxes full of y'all mugs from Hawaii. It is a bag full. Matter of fact, I didn't even put them in storage because this was my goal last year when I moved in here to mail these out. Now y'all see why I can't get shit returned. Um, yeah, why I never get things returned that I actually buy for myself. And I didn't even realize I had single mugs in here. Okay. Well, here are some of I don't know if you guys got one like this. I don't know. I don't even know what kind is in the boxes anymore. But this is one that I was looking, I was just saying I needed more mugs. This is one that I got for me, which I need to put these in the kitchen. I need to put them in the dishwasher. This is one that a girl I worked with who was from Hawaii brought me back when I worked with her. And hers are actually hers is smaller than the one I bought. Let me see. Was there another loose one in here? I didn't even realize I had a loose one in here. Okay, so yeah, that was the only one. Oh, found more tape. But yeah, so that's how big they are. This is the bag. And yeah, let me see. I just need to get myself together. I am horrible. But yeah, these are really nice. I thought they were really nice. So now I have another coffee mug that I've been needing. Just for my tea and coffee. Let's see, are these the same size? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'll try to do better. What happened was when I went to Hawaii. This is so sad. I am pitiful. I'm sorry. I can't. I have no excuse, none whatsoever. I I am just a pitiful individual, and because I like doing giveaways, but I am horrible about getting it in the mail and sending it to you. So I was like, you will never do another giveaway until you get these mugs to these people. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I felt so bad. I had key rings, and now I don't know where the key rings were, because I was going to open the boxes and put the key rings in so that you get a mug and a key ring. But now I don't know what I did with the key rings since I have moved last year. But what I did was, when I was going to Hawaii, I said, if you would like for me to bring you back a souvenir or something, then the first six, I think it was first six people. How many I got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. The first six people who emailed me would be able to get a souvenir back, because I couldn't do it for everybody. So the first six people, and I don't think you know what? Some of these people don't even watch me no more. They might have stopped watching me because I didn't. Guess what? Guess who this one is? Tashana. I don't know if some of these people even watch me anymore. Like Rachel. I don't think she watches me anymore unless she's in the bushes. But I'm going to still send it to these people even if they don't watch me anymore. Amy. I haven't seen her in the chat. But they may not be using those names on their channel. Pretty Lady Lex. I don't think, you know what? That's a shame that these people don't watch me no more. Tashana, are you going to be the only one that's still watching me? Oh, the other Deborah. I think she still watches because I see her. She's just not here tonight. And Miss Martina. Miss Martin. So Tashana and Martina for sure are still watching me. So you saying that I should not send them theirs and send it to you, Recessionista? Maybe I should. You know, since it is my fault. Maybe. So there's only 2 people out of the 6 that still watch me. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in my community post the first name of the people whose names are on these boxes. And you need to just put in the comments if you're still here and you may be in the bushes and we just don't see you. If not, then the other 4, I will rebox and send them to 4 people who are watching me. Like maybe the 4 people who watch me the most. So, you know, I'll definitely, one will be for Recessionista, one will be for Polly, and then the other 2 will be, I'll look and see who, you said, God says I need to send it to everybody that's on the box. Well, you know, or either, you know what? I could give mine up, couldn't I? I could still send them theirs, and I could send Recessionista this one. Since y'all think she needs one. I don't think she needs one, but okay. I'll process it. I'll think about it, because I do have this one that somebody sent me, so I don't have to be selfish. So you know what? Since I'm off this week, that is what I should do. That, you know what? That is so pitiful. 2 years. 2 years. And I know people said, she said she was going to send us a coffee mug. And I bet she didn't. I know people's like, I bet she didn't even buy them coffee mugs. I bet she didn't even. I mean, I literally went to and these things, if you knew how much they was talking about it was going to cost to ship them to y'all, I was like, what the what? But then when he got so nasty, we cannot ship these because you don't have a return. Well, what I did was I put my name and I put the city, but I didn't have a street. And he was like, well, we need a return. I'm just like, really? You know what, Paulie? Shut up. You know what? That's true. I don't know if they even still live at these places. So yeah, I'm gonna put their name. I'm gonna put their first name on a community post and see, because that's true. I could send this, and they may have moved. It has been 2 years, so that's true. If I don't get a response from them, then I will. I'm just going to give them to somebody new because I don't want to be wasting that shipping, and they no longer live there. That is a good idea, because I would really be mad if I spend that money, and I'm sure shipping has gone up in 2 years, and some stranger gets the mug. I know life with Paulie. Shut up. I know 2 years is a long time. I told y'all I was sorry about it in the first place. I told y'all I was pretty crappy about mailing stuff. Hell, I'm gonna send back stuff that I spend money for myself. I got crap now in the closet that I should have sent back. So yes, she is horrible about going to the post office and doing shit like that. That's why I started just doing money. Hmm. What is the 6271? God is everything. You know what, Paulie? I'm not. All right. What time did I come on? About 8. I am going to go ahead and end this, since I know people do have to work tomorrow. Not everybody, but some do, and they need to get themselves together for Monday. So I appreciate with them being this late with me tonight, because I know if it was me, I don't know if I would be with y'all this late on a Sunday night. I had to work on Monday. Who was Teresa? So I will definitely put the people's name in the community post, and the ones who hit me back up will be able to get the mug. And for those who don't, then thank you, Martina. I do. I'm serious. I am procrastinator. That is a horrible, horrible trait to have. When I was in school, I always waited to the last minute to do my papers, my reports, and then I would be up all night trying. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, Polly, let us know how everything goes tomorrow. I'm going to try to come on since I'm off this week. So, yeah, you guys, thank you for coming in on a Sunday night. I will take care of the mug issue. Hopefully, y'all can forgive me for the ones who've been waiting 2 years. I apologize. But yeah, thank y'all for coming in tonight. And we will see how this me trying to do every day goes. Y'all will get tired of me, but we'll see. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. For those who got to go to work, go ahead and get yourselves prepared for Monday. Go in with a good attitude. Go in with a smile. And you know what? Even if somebody's acting real crappy and shitty tomorrow morning, just look at them and smile and say, I hope your day gets better. And for those who don't have to work, do something fun tomorrow. Tashana, tell Charlie we said hello and we love him. And you guys be careful, and tell Charlie to please stay out of Salt Lake City streets. We don't need anyone in trouble. All right? So you guys have a wonderful night. And me and Parker, you want to say goodnight, Parker? Oh, he's so horrible. Say goodnight. Say good night. You know how he is. All right. We love y'all.